Hello my friends, welcome back to John's Kitchen again. Today we have something very easy and nice to make. We are going to make a stuffed cabbage with mashed potatoes with bacon. Okay. I have 4 slices of bacon here, about almost 2 pounds of peeled potatoes, 1/2 cup of milk, 1/4 cup diced onions, 1 minced garlic clove, 1 teaspoon parsley, 2 tablespoons butter, and salt to your own taste. The first thing we be making is cooking the bacon and cooking the potatoes to make the mashed potatoes. I have here the potatoes cooking in water. I put some salt in the water, and the bacon is cooking in the oven. I have some hot water in here in this pot. Here we are going to be blanching the cabbage. Now what I will do, while I have the water boiling there, I will remove in the center of the cabbage here, the top part of the cabbage there. That way the water gets into the center of the cabbage and it blanch the cabbage and would be easy to work with the leaves of it. Now the cabbage is in boiling water. I'm going to cover it so it will cook better. The bacon is cooked already, it's crispy. You can cook it less if you want to. Now that the cabbage is cooked, we are going to pull out leaves. Okay? The cabbage is already cooked, nice and soft. Easier to fill it up now, and then we can serve it. In this frying pan, I put some olive oil, and I'm cooking the garlic with the onions together. I'm going to cook it until the onions are transparent or start lightly browning. To the cooked potatoes, I added the milk, butter, salt, and the parsley. And now I'm going to make a puree. Onions, I added the onion and garlic that are already cooked now, and I'm going to mash everything together. I crumbled the bacon, and I will be adding it to the mashed potato. Mashed potato with the bacon down. Now we can begin to stuff the cabbages, the cabbage leaves. Okay? You decide what amount of mashed potato you want to put in there. 1 scoop, maybe a little more, a scoop and a half. Okay? It's up to you, the amount you want. Now I'm gonna fold it, okay? I'm gonna fold it like that. And you can use a baking pan to keep it in the oven. You cover it. After I finish stuffing the leaves, I can cover with aluminum paper, stick it in the oven to keep it warm. Okay? To make the mustard sauce, I have in here 1 garlic clove, 1 tablespoon shallots, very fine dice, 1 tablespoon yellow mustard, 1 tablespoon whole grain mustard, 2 tablespoons butter, 2 tablespoons flour, half a cube chicken bouillon, 1/4 teaspoon salt, 1 tablespoon chopped parsley, 1.5 cups milk. The first thing I'm gonna to saute the garlic and shallot together. I will add the butter and the flour. I'm gonna cook the flour until it gets a light brown color. So what I'm gonna be making is like a roux. And then I will be adding the chicken bouillon with the salt and the milk to it. In this pot, I am heating up the milk, and in this other pot, I'm melting the butter. In this pot here, that I was melting the butter. Now I'm cooking the shallots and garlic together. I added the flour, and now I'm going to cook it until it gets lightly brown. Now that the flour is lightly brown, I will be adding the milk. I will stir it very fast. I will add the chicken bouillon and the salt. We are going to let the sauce to get thick. We are going to let it cook for maybe about 10-15 minutes. We want to make sure the flour is cooked. There we have everything mixed already. We have to add later on. I will be adding the mustard to it and a little bit parsley. I'm going to let it, like I say, I will let it get thick for about 15 minutes, a slow flame. The flour has a tendency to stick to the bottom and burn, so be very careful. That's one of the reasons I like to add the hot milk, because that way it cooks faster with the hot milk. I don't want the sauce to be too thick, okay, so I will be adding the milk to get the right consistency. Usually, when you cook 1 spoon of butter, 1 spoon flour, you add 1 cup of milk. Okay, I have 2 tablespoons of butter, 2 tablespoons flour here. I should add about 2 cups of milk. I just like to add first 1.5 cups, and then I adjust it to the thickness I want the sauce. Now I am adding the yellow mustard, the whole grain mustard and parsley. And mix it all together. The sauce, the mustard sauce is finished cooking. It's done. Now we have the sauce ready. Okay. Remember, the thickness of the sauce is up to your own taste. You want a thicker, less milk. You want a thinner, more milk. Okay? But like I said before, I use 2 tablespoons butter, 2 tablespoons flour, 2 cups of milk should be just fine. I'm going to put a little bit of sauce in this place so you guys can see it. I have a little bit of mustard sauce here in this plate. I'm going to put a piece of cabbage there. Stack cabbage with the mashed potato, and just a touch more on top of it. And here we have a nice, beautiful dish that goes well with all kinds of meats, fish, chicken, whatever you guys want. Nice side dish.